3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, fellow Forex traders. Monday, August 19th, 2024. We are going to quickly look at the results. A ton of movement, it seems like, last night. And when I say movement, it seems that there was a lot of entries, a lot of movement that would cause a trade entry. If you've been following, if you're a subscriber and you have access to the overall system notifications, you will probably note there were quite a few of them. We are looking at AUD USD. It has moved in a really powerful way. We are in, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. And I think this is going to be a great trade. The reason I say that is because AUD USD is not a huge mover, but we're getting some serious movement. Check this out. Obviously, an AUD USD sell trade. If you'll be able to see this, so this is the 4-hour chart. Let's actually look at the day. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to draw it with my pen here. Let's make sure the pen is working. The pen is working. Okay. So there is, if you look way back, what are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days ago, there was a holy crap wick. Had this consistent down movement, and it's interesting, when they are ready to take it the other way, they will wick you out, take out as many stops as they can, and then go the other way. And that's what they did here. But this is a nice trade because I like how the system entered. It waited for all of this volatility and then said, we're going to go ahead and enter against, because guess what? We're getting near, if you look back on the day time frame, we're getting near what would be considered resistance to the left here. And we're going to get, some movement like this back down to our TP. So that's going to be a nice trade. AUD USD, I've said this before. And again, this is the free signal. This is accessible to everyone. In fact, you can log right into this MetaTrader 4 account and see everything that I'm seeing right now. If we go to history, nothing closed overnight, but for the week, when I say week, past 5 trading days, $267.60, and for the month, $636.48. And that's just bidding a very nominal 0.10 base lot size. You get to bid with my system whatever fits your account. It is infinitely scalable. Like our gold system, our gold trading system, Gold Scalper does, I've got it set to make about $10 a day. It will do that. There's been times when we had a pretty crazy trade last week and it just got out. It got out at let's call it break even, depends on what your account size was doing, what you were bidding. The system itself got out at break even, but as you'll see, we'll glance at it. It's done about $7 to $8 overnight. And again, that doesn't sound like a lot. I make it that way so it's scalable. Like asking a system to make $10 a night is pretty straightforward and very, very low risk. I mean, it's gold. Gold's risky, but it's low risk, and you can scale $10 to 20 to 40 to 80 to 100, so on and so forth. So that is the free signal. Not too much more to look at there. Let's go to the pause screen. We will jump into some other accounts. Stand by. Let me pull up my account list, which I don't have in front of me at this particular second. Here it is. So that was the free. Let's go look at my subset system called the 10 pip hybrid. I will pull it up and share the results with you on the screen momentarily. Here we are. We're in a couple trades. We're in a couple Euro USD trades. I'll just jump right to the history since this is a paid subscriber feed. Closed overnight, 2 trades, $331.90 in net profit. Closed an AUD Chief and an NZD CAD. So that's looking really good. And again, we're in a, I believe I said Euro USD trade right now. So that's looking good for the week. $6,695.52, and that's for, I know it's Monday, so for the week, no, it's not done that today, Monday. It's done this. The history on MetaTrader 4 looks back, for the trade past 5 days as far as the week goes, and then for the month, $32,095.17. So feeling really good on that feed. Let me move to the next account here. Next one we're going to look at, let's kind of jump on a little bit of a tangent here. I have an account. Let me pull it up first because talking and reading account numbers and clicking stuff is probably not my forte. So here it is, and I will share this with you. Remember last week I did this kind of like we were talking about practicing hedging. Right? So let's get into a trade. Let's get into a random entry. Buy or sell. In this case, we did a buy. And I said, I'll take profit at about, what I say, $80, $90, which is 10%. Or I will hedge at that same amount if it goes against me. This thing, I placed this Friday afternoon. And here it is setting here. And it's just going up and up and up. This is interesting because this was a random trade. I asked viewers in the comments, what pair should we trade? Someone said GBP USD. I said, what direction should we trade? Someone said buy. Right? It was just random. I'm not saying they were out there doing analysis. They answered within 30 seconds of me asking. So again, this is a practice account, and you'll be very impressed, as I said, if you do random trade entries. Literally roll of the dice. Pick a pair, pick a direction, roll into it. Roll into it. And I could take some profit here and do another entry. And the idea behind this, since I'm doing this on a daily basis, is I'm going to do that. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take this profit. And what I would like you to do, if anyone is watching live, I would like you to type in, as many people as you can, type in a currency pair and a direction, buy or sell. And we will do that. So as I close out of this, I'm going to hold my thumb over it, hit close. I'm going to close with profit. And you can now see that we closed with a $61.18 profit. Okay. So a little bit of a delay from me asking you that and me looking at the comments. Give me a random currency pair. Give me a random direction. I'll pick something. We'll do it right now. And we're going to keep this going because, again, this is practice on 2 levels. One is you'll be amazed at how much you can make on random trade entries. And also, we are going to get ourselves into a situation probably pretty soon where I have to hedge because the trade goes against us. And that is the learning experience that I want you guys to get access to. So I don't see anybody in the comments. Nobody's saying anything. I'm going to move on. We'll come back to this when I see something. Let me move on to some other accounts. We're going to go look at the overall system here. So let me pull it up and I will share it with you. Overall system, and I'll just give you a reference here. Overall system, bidding a base dollar lot size is at a $1,600 drawdown. And that is an absolute reference of just to tell you, I mean, hell, it's in at least 3 dozen trades. Let me take you to the results overnight. $433.39 closed on the overall system. If your account's big enough and you're bidding what I'm bidding on the screen, you could bid more, you could bid less. Pretty straightforward. So I still don't see anybody typing in any random. I hope you're watching this on YouTube. You should be. Come to YouTube, get into the live chat, and tell me a random currency pair and a random direction, buy or sell. And I'm going to do that on our practice/test account. So overall system looking really good week-wise. $1,700.06, and for the month, $3,199.75. And that is, again, I'm just showing you those numbers to show you that it is a positive, nothing but net profit on the system here. And although we are in a good amount of trades right now, the market is just pretty much going sideways. We've got a lot of entries. But not a lot of movement back towards closure. So someone said, look at that. That took like 2 minutes. I wonder how much of a delay YouTube really is. Someone says UJ buy, Euro USD buy. I'm gonna take UJ buy. I'm gonna take the UJ buy. So let me come back to the account here, and I will share it with you on the screen. Here we go. UJ. So I'm gonna click the plus in the upper right hand corner. Let's see if UJ is in my list. There it is. USD, JPY, and they said buy. Okay, so I'm going to hit buy. We're at $1 on the lot size. I'm going to go a little bit heavier. I'm going to go 1.15, $1.50, and we said buy, so I'm going to click buy. We're in a trade, okay. And again, we're in a random trade. So here's what I'm going to do here. We are at account balance of $937. So at like $90, I'll take profit. If I see it, $90 or more, or at about $90, maybe more importantly, I'll look at the margin level percent. We're at about 3,100 now. I'll hedge somewhere nearing the 2,000 mark. So that means it's going to have to go against us pretty heavy. And what I will do when I hedge, if I hedge, is I will do a sell trade at 0.15. It's as simple as that. And we will attempt to watch what's going on here and focus on the hedge as a trade that, for example, if I do a sell hedge, I'm still focused on getting the buy trade profitable. Okay, so we'll see. Let's let it play out. We'll see. We'll look at the charts once we get there. But a lot of times you'll see, like I said, with a random trade, it will just sit there. It will go into profit, and you move on. But this is a great way to practice hedging. And more so, I want you to see just the dynamics of it, what numbers to watch, like your margin level percent. That's really what I look at. I really don't give a crap about drawdown. I really don't. Because I'm using my money based off of my margin level percent, not the emotional drawdown. It's using the money. I don't care. I want to know how much I'm using in terms of a true percent, because a lot of this, especially margin level percent, is based off of the currency pair, how much it moves, how much the market's moving, how quickly this is moving. It's just not a great representation to look at drawdown. Everybody in the industry will be like, oh, that's a really high drawdown. I don't think that's a good system. Well, you don't know what you're talking about then. And when I say that's a high drawdown, I don't mean what I'm doing. I mean any trade, right? Or they'll look at a EA or a robot that they're going to buy, and they're looking for the most profit with the least drawdown. And I'm like, that's called an anomaly. That's called a market that you don't see very often. You've got to live in drawdown. You've got to live by your margin level percent. You're using your balance, in this case, $937.55. We're using that balance to trade. You're using that balance to trade. It's not, pucker factor like, oh, I'm at a huge loss. No, you're not. You're using your balance to make some money. Pretty simple. One more pause. Let me see what other accounts I want to look at here. Let's go look at my new algorithm real quick, and I'm testing it. I'm going to pull it up for you here. Stand by. It's probably right in front of me. 94594. Here it is. I'm okay. So yeah, you're gonna freak out when you see this. This thing is using the balance and keeping an eye on the margin level percent, it's at a $3,285 drawdown. Don't look at that. It's in a lot of trades right now. This is all mathematically designed to work out, and that's why I'm testing this. If you look at the history, it has closed down $42 worth of profit today, and it is getting out of negative trades that have just went too far, and it's capturing profits to cover for that, and that's why we're at a net profit here. This thing will do really well. In fact, it does really well mathematically in these scenarios where the margin level percent starts to get down below 1,000. This, your average person would look at this and go, it's a terrible system. They would be wrong. They don't understand. They want pie in the sky Forex trading. I want to have a $100 account and only be in a $2 drawdown and make $57 a day. Yeah, well, you certainly can achieve those numbers, but certainly not very often, not consistently. So nothing that I'm looking at here scares me, because I know for a fact this thing is going to start closing down losses with profits, because there's going to be some sort of move. We got a huge, we're in a bunch of sell trades. Let's go look at the price action here. We're in a bunch of sell trades, and the price has moved up. We're also nearing, if you look over to the left here on the day chart, we're nearing a significant price resistance level. Whether it respects that or not, nobody knows, right? But I would imagine we're going to get some bounce here and a lot of closures, and the thing will even itself out like it always does, meaning it will do a bunch of closers, get itself out near break even, and go ahead and start over again. You have to admit, this summer, we're in the middle of August here. This summer has been some of the most crazy price movement I've ever seen in my life. But kids are getting back to school, bankers are getting off of vacation, everybody's getting back to work. Even talking about some serious September, October Bitcoin increases this year. We'll see if they know what they're talking about. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. We were in for, 10, 15, 20 minutes there. Not too bad. For members, I had mentioned I was going to give a Bitcoin pool payout this weekend. Well, once I started realizing that people had given me wrong Bitcoin addresses, and that there were a few people in the pool that had no idea how to give me their Bitcoin receiving address. They started giving me screenshots. Is it this one? Is it this one? I went, okay. I've been trying. I wanted to use, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm going to make it happen today, but I wanted to use a bulk system. That means everybody has to have the proper address, right? It's going to send out a transaction. Of course, I'm proud of people taking action on a Bitcoin pool, having no freaking idea what Bitcoin even is. But you at least need to go out to YouTube and Google and understand what a Bitcoin address is, how to give me your wallet address, a receipt address, not the address you sent it from type of thing. So anyway, a little bit of patience on that. I really didn't expect to have to struggle with people not really knowing what their Bitcoin address was. And we'll get there. Be patient. I'm done for the day. Monday, August 19th. I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday. I'll be in the group. Join us there. Take some free trades. Build up some confidence. And then get in to the system and get automated. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.